What's going on, everyone? We're back at it with another Prize Picks video, and of course we have no NFL or no NBA today, so we're gonna go ahead and give y'all a badass UFC play that is gonna cash. Right, it is just a two-man play, right? I do a six-man play, so I'll probably set a big, like a 4 to 6 man play normally on every UFC card. Then I do like a couple two-man. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all my two-man play for tonight. That is a surefire win. I'll be shocked if this doesn't cash, right? So, but before I do that, look at this play that I sent out yesterday for the protected play yesterday, right? I sent this out on my free winnable, my VIP. I just sent this out to everybody, right? Just because there was no NBA games besides the Rising Stars game and the celebrity game, right? Which was pretty funny that I had like Michael Parsons and CJ Stroud. I'm shocked that they played in that. Could you imagine one of them just popping an Achilles during that time? Like that, no NFL player would ever play that celebrity game again. That was crazy. But look at this is the play that we had. I went ahead and sent everyone. It was a 6-man because it was Flex Friday, right? So it was pretty much $20 or either win or get your money back, right? So it was $20 to win 680. Only a 14x payout because ever since we were doing the AI or using the AI system, PrizePicks banned a certain or lower the payout for certain hockey plays, which sucks. Kind of ruined it for everyone, right? So, and then it was kind of similar to this, right? So I took that similar approach, right? We went with Michael Bunting, Andre, Sebastian, and Carroll to go under the projections. My reasoning behind this one, right? Well, is Carolina versus Arizona, right? If all these Carolina players go under their shots on goals, then most likely Carroll went under goalie saves, right? Because if these guys are not getting shots on goals, then Carroll has no shots to save, right? Simple as that. Like, it's just simple. It's almost like the quarterback wide receiver correlation that we like to do for NFL, but the hockey version, right? And similarly, if you were to think that Michael, Andre, and Sebastian are all going to go over their shots on goals, or you think it's going to be some crazy shootout, then it would be nice, or it would be smart to go over shots on goals for all the your favorite Carolina players, or whichever ones you think are going to go over their shots on goals, with Carroll to go over goalie saves, right? Because obviously if these guys are getting shots on goals, either the goals are getting in or they're getting saved by Carroll, right? So that's the reason behind it, and it worked out. Michael was the only one to go ahead and get under the push on that, so he ended up getting 2. We needed him to get under 2, and he got this, like, I think at the end of the second period or in the beginning of the third, something like that. After he got it, kind of got me worried, because obviously Andre just needed one more, and then Sebastian just needed one more. And then I just started thinking, man, if both of these start going over their shots on goals, or at least get one more in the third period, this whole card is going to go to shit. But it didn't. We got lucky there, right? So, of course, these hit, and then of course Jimerson, he ended up getting over 11.5 points. All we need is Radford out of Texas A&M to go ahead and get under 4.5 rebounds. That game is this morning at 9 a.m. if you're in the West Coast, right? West Coast time zone, or Pacific time zone, or 11 a.m. if you're in the Central, and then 12 o'clock if you're in the East Coast, right? So Tyrese to go under 4.5 rebounds. Let's see if he could bring this play home for us, man. I believe it's going to pay us out as a 10x. So we're technically not even losing that much. We're losing just 4x. So I'm pretty sure it'll pay out as a 10x once that hits, and we'll get $200 out of it, right? So if you went ahead and cashed this one yesterday, congratulations. I didn't put it on my free on YouTube because I simply just didn't have time yesterday to make a video, and ironically, it just happened to be the weekend with no NBA games, right? So my plan for today is to go ahead and cook up on 1 or 2 more of these 4-man NHL games. It's gonna obviously involve a lot of work because I'm more I know a lot more about NBA and NFL than I do NHL, to be honest. But I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna take the same approach that I did with this one, the same type of research that I did with this one. See if we could go ahead and make it work out for us again, right? Because if we do a format and this ends up cashing out like this, ends up being like a 5x, right? So that's not bad, right? So let's go ahead and see if we could cash a couple of these 10x plays today, right? And if, you know, we're not gonna go too crazy. Maybe send out 2, maybe 3 of them, and then see the success we could have, right? So if y'all want to go ahead and get those plays, make sure you get on my VIP. One way to get on my VIP is if you download the Sleeper Fantasy app. All you have to do is use code DSP or click the link in the description down below. When you download, they will give you up to 100% deposit match, up to $500. And as well, if you go ahead and text me if you go ahead and text me a basketball emoji to the phone number down below, I will go ahead and give y'all a free month of my VIP. That way you could access NBA for the rest of the month, right? And you can go ahead and get the plays for today, right? So, and of course, you know, we're also going to cook up a couple UFC plays because I do have success with that, but I don't send them out because I know a lot of people don't like doing UFC, so I just do it because I'm a huge UFC fan, right? So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and talk about the play that we have for today. So going to this MMA card, right? Normally what I do is I go to fight time, right? That is a lot easier to predict than significant strikes, fantasy score, takedowns. You know, I could have some success with takedowns, but obviously it's a lot harder. Like if I were to say, I think Merab and Robert, I think Merab and Robert go ahead and get these over takedowns. Merab says he wants to come out and, you know, get in some kind of war with Henry Cejudo, but I don't believe him, man. I think he's gonna go back. He's a wrestler. I think he's gonna go back to his wrestling. All right, when you're in that cage, just go back to what you're comfortable with and what you're best at. And I believe he's gonna try to go ahead and take down Henry Cejudo, which should be, you know, it should be a very fun technical fight to watch. Especially, you know, they're both, it's like two great wrestlers going up against each other, right? So over 3.5 sounds like a lot, right? Especially against Henry Cejudo, who has amazing takedown defense. But Merab, I mean, he's a beast of a wrestler, right? So look for, and his cardio is insane, man. Look for Merab to go over those 3.5 takedowns. I'm not gonna put that in yet, and then I think Robert's also gonna go ahead and get that 0.5 takedowns, right? Obviously, still have a lot more research to do. But the card that we're gonna go ahead and give y'all today is to take Alex Volkanovski going up against Ilia Topuria to go over. What happened here? Oh, there you go. Okay, so there you go. I already did it. So both of them. So yeah, we're taking Alex Volkanovski to go over that 19 fight time. That is right under the end, right under the end of the fourth round, I believe. Right, that'll be 20. Yeah, right at the end of the fourth round. I believe this fight's gonna go all the way to, you know, to the end. Right. I don't think either guy is gonna give up. I think it's gonna be just a back and forth, and it's gonna be a fight that's literally gonna go the full 25 minutes. And same thing with Robert Whitaker. I mean, obviously 14.75. So I believe this one's gonna go the entire 3 rounds as well. Right? I believe they're doing a 3-round fight. I don't think they're doing a 5-round. I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, I mean, I think it's a 3-round fight, and I think Robert and Paulo should go over that, right? Because it's, even though they're both wanting to come out and take each other's head off, right? Nothing personal, but they're both pretty hungry for a win. Robert obviously got KO'd pretty bad by who his man, totally forget his name. Dracus du Plessis, right? He got KO'd by Dracus du Plessis. Pretty crazy the last time he was out there. And then, of course, Paulo Costa has just been kind of, supposedly he's going to fight, and then he doesn't. And then he has things going on. So he had this crazy infection when he was going to fight last time. And you know, they're both going to come out hungry, but they're both way too good. I think they're just going to essentially just even each other out, go to the end, and then Robert's going to go ahead and take that decision, right? So I'm thinking Robert. So my prediction is Robert to take the decision, and then Alex to win a decision as well, right? All right, everyone. That is the play for today. Make sure you go ahead and lock it in, and go ahead and get on my winnable for more plays, more NHL, and more UFC plays. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you on with a little bit richer.